I decided to exit the boundaries of this kind of life because I realized that they were not were too harsh for me.
Yeah.
For my life, for my ideas of living the gospel nowadays.
We are going to talk about sex now with Don Alberto Ravagnani. Now, Alberto was a priest. He gained hundreds of thousands of fans on social media with his videos in which he would work out, go to raves, and generally document his life as a young priest in Milan. So what's changed? Well, he's given up the priesthood because of his frustration with the celibacy policy. Welcome to the programme. How are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm fine, thanks. It's a very complicated period of my life, but I'm okay.
Good. I imagine it is complicated, actually. There are some very serious issues here. You obviously felt a calling and you've had to leave the priesthood. So did it take you a long period of time to work up to that?
Yes, I took more or less 2 years. The last 2 years of my life have been marked by doubts and questions. And I talked a lot with a lot of people to understand whether to continue being a priest or not. And I decided to stop being a priest and to keep on living my mission and my vocation in another way.
I see. So it isn't the faith that you've lost?
No, not at all.
And can you explain why you've kept the faith but lost that Catholic mission?
Yes, well, my faith has changed a lot, but I haven't lost it. My problem was about the conditions of being a priest. I decided to stop being a priest and I decided to exit the boundaries of this kind of life because I realized that they were not were too harsh for me.
Yeah.
For my life, for my ideas of living the gospel nowadays. In somehow I would say that they are out of this time. It is difficult to society nowadays is very different from the past. It's no more a Christian society, so religion, in my opinion, has to change a bit, and according to this, also being a priest, the life of priest should change in order to preach the gospel in a better way.
Right, okay. Can you explain Catholic thinking on celibacy? I mean, I'm not a Catholic, but I would assume that the logic is that if you are a celibate priest, and of course only a man in the Catholic Church, you are able to dedicate your life to your parishioners. Is that the thinking?
Yes, that's a more practical reason, but it's not the only one. There are theological reasons too, connected with the life of Jesus. He was a celibate man, and as a priest, priests should be somehow like Jesus, and he was celibate, and so we should be celibate too. And there are also reasons connected to waiting the eternal life, where marriages will be no more. But in my opinion, the most important reason is that being celibate allows you to be more free to live your life, to give your life to other people.
Right, but you did live that way, and you discovered that you weren't free.
Yes, not at all, because as a celibate man, I couldn't live authentically my humanity, my sexuality. I could not have any kind of relationship, love affairs, I mean, with other people. And I realized that being a celibate man is not only the only way that I could live my faith and my vocation. I know a lot of people who are married, who are not priests, and maybe they have more faith than me. and maybe they are more free to give their life to people. Maybe they are more possibilities to create things, projects, and missions for a better society.
Why do you think the Catholic Church clings to this rule when other Christian churches do allow their priests and ministers to marry and have relationships?
Yes, it's a tradition of the Catholic Church. Well, the Catholic Church said that priests must be celibate from it's 1,000 years. There is this rule, and in my opinion, the problem is that the chastity of priests is connected with the power. The power in the Catholic Church is held by the clergy, and the clergy is made of celibate people. If church should delete this rule, I think it would be a problem to hold the power as well.
Okay, the idea, I'm just trying to think of the idea of a pope with a partner. I don't know why, for some reason, the notion of a pope and his partner, could be female, might not necessarily be, moving in to St. Peter's and making a life there. Do you think it honestly could happen?
I don't know. It's something like a film now.
Yes.
It's a fantasy film.
Yeah.
But I would say the most powerful people in the world are married. And having a family is not an obstacle to live the responsibility of a nation, of other things.
Sure. You had made quite a name for yourself on social media, and you put images out of you're in the gym. You're living a very normal young man's life, basically. You also did say that you had written sermons with the aid of ChatGPT. Did you get into trouble for all that?
No. Well, I think everybody should use ChatGPT nowadays because it's an instrument. It can help a lot. I've been helped a lot doing my ministry. I think it can help because it could allow priests to create better sermons, to preach in a more comprehensible way, in order to understand what especially young people need to listen.
Yeah.
But
we also, this conversation has been sort of relatively light-hearted, although I understand there are some serious issues here. But what we can't ignore is the fact that the Catholic Church, like many other churches, I should say, has been riddled with accusations of abuse of children. And in many cases, some people would link that to these rules around only men in the priesthood and the idea that they have to be celibate. What do you think about that?
I think that this problem is a very big issue for the Catholic Church. But in my opinion, these episodes of abuse and cannot be just seen as responsibilities of the people who made these things. I think they are symptoms of a bigger and deeper problem. Well, maybe we can talk about something like an illness of the church, and these abuses are just the symptoms, and the illness is connected with the power, because abuses and child abuses are expressions of a very bad use of the power the priests have, and and this power is kept, is conserved by the rule of the celibacy.
Yeah.
All the priests are celibacy. The celibate is a rule that allows the church to hold the power in the hands of the clergy, and sometimes priests use this power in a very bad way.
Well, they certainly have had done exactly that. That's true. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Don Alberto Ravagnani, who was a very, very successful social media Italian Catholic priest, and he has walked away from his ministry in Milan because of the policy on celibacy.